Well, everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at the Nintendo Switch OLED model and see how this particular Switch is holding up in the later part of 2025. Now, there are a couple of things to keep in mind here within this particular device. We're now at the end of the year. We've already gotten the Nintendo Switch 2 earlier this year. Nintendo is still selling the OLED model in some capacity, and you can even buy them in the used market. There's going to be a lot of Black Friday deals that come out as well. So when we're going through and getting something like an OLED Switch, there is still a lot of reason to buy this type of console. Number one, there are so many games available for this console. There's an unlimited amount of games. I think we all know this by now. There's some obviously console exclusives for the Nintendo Switch 2, but it's really not that big of a deal. And I think the OLED Switch gaming library is already amazing. And if you've never used or played any of those games before, that is definitely the direction I'd recommend going down, because there is, an infinite amount of, ways and games to play, and they're all multiplayer. Most of them are multiplayer, so you can still have a humongous online community to play those games. The hardware itself is awesome still. 7-inch OLED display, you're getting an Ethernet port built into the dock if you need to. And the coolest thing is, this is the only Nintendo Switch right now with an OLED display. The Switch 2 has an IPS panel. So in some cases, the Switch 2's panel may not be as good as the OLED Switch in some ways, but you will probably end up getting a better display inside of the Switch 2. Now, the price tag of this thing too, depending on where you get it from, especially if you get it closer to Black Friday, there might be more deals running around. There might be more ways of kind of going grabbing this console. So that might be something to keep in mind. But I would still say that with an OLED Switch, it is still completely worth buying in the later part of 2025, even when compared to the Switch 2. There are some drawbacks though if you are buying a Switch OLED compared to a Switch 2. Number one, that kind of future ability of a console is kind of lacking on the Switch OLED, considering it's kind of at its end of life. You're definitely going to be getting a much more supported type of console inside of the Switch 2 with the potential of more games, and the Switch 2 also is backwards compatible with Switch 1 games. Also, when you are looking at kind of the power, performance, capability, the Switch 2 is going to be giving you a much better type of console from there as well, way more powerful. And the other cool thing is the Switch 2 is actually going to be giving you significantly more storage. I think it gives you 4 times the amount of built-in storage when compared to something like a Switch OLED. So if you do want to go down that direction, you also have that opportunity. But I would still say a Switch OLED is completely worth buying. It's a very good console in the later part of 2025, and I would highly recommend buying it. So from that side, that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that helps me so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.